Hello and welcome everyone to our Dishonored game. Let's see. Don't think there's any morning announcements currently or uh, anything like that. So let's get to a little recap so we can get into the game. I think last time you attacked a tall boy, or a tall boy attacked y'all.
A little bit of both.
Yeah. I mean, he attacked us first.
Yeah. You didn't do too well at first with several injuries, broken arm,
We
or
didn't do too well overall.
yeah, Terra ended up in the sewer again, right where she belongs.
Fuck off.
Me too.
Yeah. Vask had several injuries, and I think James was the only one who came off essentially scot-free. And ended up basically killing the person by
Just
mysteriously
stupid.
somehow getting on top of the guy and shooting his oil tank.
This is a bitch who exploded off of a 20-foot tall structure, and he's the only one who made it out unscathed.
Yeah.
Yep. Do like that sometimes.
Yeah. And then you made it back and you realized you got a warning and stuff that essentially the person who had set you all up / got you all arrested, sent to the clink is knows about you now and is kind of out to you, Lord Chrom. And
Yeah.
you were thinking you fled your old hidey hole to a smaller hidey hole that your big rich knew.
It's called Nino Place.
Yeah, Nino Place.
In the docks and like off of the sewers and leads to the river, apparently.
Yep, good old place. And your goal now is to form your own little gang and stuff to counteract Lord Chrom's private little force, so you have some manpower and some other things, and do something about that, I believe. Does it sound about right? Yeah. I know, now let's pay attention to plot.
I was thinking about it.
Thinking about the plot? Thank you.
Yeah. We have to figure out how to attract people to our new gang so that we can deal with Chrom.
And need a name.
Well, that can come after. Unless we have any other options, one thing we could consider is to just lean into why we're creating the gang in the first place. And looking at people
anti-Chrom gang.
Yeah, looking at people who have a vendetta against Lord Chrom.
It's a good start.
I mean, it's better than just rounding up all of Dick Nino's friends.
Yeah.
What?
We don't want an army of 12-year-olds.
They're the most dangerous of them all.
They go for the ankles.
They're right at dick height. And that's
I say
a pun.
that it's 12 years old. They're 12 years old. They absolutely go for dick punches every time.
Well, they're also Dick Nino's friends, so they're dick height.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you ever had to fight a kid, you know that's where they go for.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So let's see. How will we go about finding people who hate Lord Chrom?
Well, what about Tomas and his peoples? Want to send an invitation to them?
We could. They'll do it for money, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure.
We can ask.
Wouldn't hurt.
I guess one of us can do that and like I can do some digging to see if I can figure out if there's any word on the street of people that kind of have it out for this guy. I have a focus in Streetwise.
Oh.
Let's roll that gathering information of information.
Oh boy.
Information gathering.
All right, so I will do this quietly because I do not want to be noticed. And I would assume this would be talk.
Yeah, you're talking to people. Or are you?
Woo, 2 successes.
Ooh, so many. So you're looking for people who might have an issue with Lord Chrom.
Yeah.
So you're looking around, asking around, and you come across 2 individuals working at the docks who, as you're talking, hearing you talk, approach you. They're like, hey, you're asking about people who have a little grudge against Lord Chrom.
Yeah.
Well, me and my
anybody?
Yeah, me and my brother here, we got a bit of an issue with the Lord Chrom and his group.
Oh.
Yeah, we used to work for him. Didn't pay too well and fired us for small little things.
Well, if you are looking to screw him over at all, that's our plan.
Now, screwing over people is fine, but we also need to make a living.
And rob him blind in the process.
How long is that going to take, though?
Well, it will be quicker if you have if you know anybody else that has, might be willing to work against him.
We might know 1 or 2 people, but again, we need a little bit more than just, hey, want to go roll up on there, He's got a bunch of people with, guns and swords and balls of light and other things that can hurt very much bad when you get too close. So you're just gonna like roll up in a carriage and just blah, bop, bop.
No,
Gat.
we're gonna have a plan.
Well, I mean, if you got a plan, then let us know until then, or if you want to do something else, But yeah, I mean, we'd be willing to help out, but again, need a little bit more than just let's roll up.
All right. Well, when okay, so is this guy trying to get paid up front, or is he trying to be like, okay, it's suicide to just roll up to his front door and try and kick it in?
You're gathering that they're assuming that whatever your thing is, unless you're rolling up on them, it's going to take time and effort, and they can't just dedicate this whole time to planning one thing without something to maintain their, getting food and stuff. In other words, they're like, hey, we got full-time jobs. If you're willing to cover some of the expenses, we can be more helpful.
That's something that we can potentially look into. I'll have to get back to you.
Yeah. My brother's name is B. Short for Benjamin.
Dare I ask what yours is?
Aber.
Aber and Benjamin.
Yeah, we just call him B.
Got it. All right. And then I guess I head back to these 2 knuckleheads and be like, so we should discuss how much we're willing to pay these guys, because
we have to pay them.
they still need to eat.
How are we gonna do that?
I mean, I don't like the idea of it, but I do have some money right now.
But how do we keep that going? Because obviously, again, I assume this is going to take a while. They're gonna want it paid semi-often to stick around or to come by.
Pretty much.
So I think our two options are either we basically set up this huge network and don't actually employ any of them until we're ready to move.
Okay.
And just kind of let them do their thing and have them as like sleeper agents until then. And then when we're ready to move, we do the thing. Or we straight up go into the gang business and build this gang, use our current resources to put food on the table and make sure they stick around. And then continue to take jobs either on our own or with Honest Frank to continue to make money to pay them until we can get around to actually doing the thing that fucks over Lord Chrom, which we don't have a plan for yet.
Eno comes up, puts his foot onto a little block. He's like, "Yeah, see here.
For God's sake.
Like, I overhearing your plan, like, see, and like, it's a good plan, see."
I just kick his foot off the thing that it's on.
Oh, my hat.
Are you a pirate?
Dead.
Yeah, I was trying to go with the gangster I heard the other day.
Is he a pirate?
You went pirate, bro.
Nah, see, they're not going pirate.
Stop.
No, but
More Italian.
I would do a more Italian, see. It is a good.
No.
I'm going to punch you in the dick.
That's all of him.
You're right.
Get rid of that deep voice.
The one thing to also consider is not just paying to create the gang and stuff, but doing the side jobs will also allow us to gain resources and equipment. Because right now we only have like 2 guns, 3 knives, and half a chicken over there.
Where'd the other half go?
Yeah, where'd the other half of the chicken go?
Already. We
I
just
went-
did that.
I went and I bought it and I cooked and I ate half.
I'm gonna kick you.
You can have the other half.
Okay.
Yeah, I was hungry. You guys were talking.
Yeah, it's at a point we're gonna need more resources.
Yeah.
So if we were to do this gang thing, one, is that a thing that you would be okay with, Vask? Because I know that you are a bit more morally upright than the two of us.
There's different kinds of gangs. We could stick to the less violent things like child trafficking and drugs.
No drugs.
Child trafficking.
No.
I'm quite fond of the stealing thing, but that might just be me. As long as it doesn't involve going into the fucking sewers.
Steal from the rich, give to us because we poor.
Yeah.
Correct.
What kind of resources are we needing besides just like contacts or people, willing bodies?
If we're going to get a bunch of willing bodies, we need to give them weapons to defend themselves against Lord Chrom's goons. We'll need like equipment, like rope and just gear to break into his compound, probably. If we're gonna have all of these people employed, they're gonna need a place to sleep and food to eat and beds to sleep on and shit. Armor might be nice.
How are we gonna come by all that stuff? Are we gonna just make money and then buy them? Are we going to find some that have fallen off the truck?
Well, if we do the whole theft thing, then we just take whatever isn't fucking nailed down. We take the valuables to sell for liquid cash, and then anything else that's useful of armor and weaponry that we find on various guards, we take it. It is a little outside our wheelhouse, considering we typically avoid guards when we do our stealing bits, but it's not like we can't handle them. Especially as we get going, we'll potentially have a larger and larger crew.
Should think of like a handful of things we're gonna specialize in and a name and we need a uniform.
I feel like
colors, livery.
I'm torn because like it's got to be something that you can hide easily, because like that's a good way to get arrested or killed. But at the same time, we can't get new recruits if they don't know who we are. Any thoughts?
Orange and purple.
Absolutely not. Why would you say that?
Do enjoy the autumn colors, but probably not the best for a uniform. Unless we're circus themed. Do we want to have uniforms that mimic somebody else's? That way they could potentially get the blame.
I do quite like that, but I also feel like that's a good way to get our gang murdered before we get off the ground.
We could all dress up as clowns and
anyway.
Call ourselves the Jokers with a Z.
I have no intention of getting fucking murdered. We're just ignoring dignity.
We'll put a pin in that. We'll come back to the Joker's thing.
What do you say, James? Can I call you James or Jimmy works?
James.
It's Mr. Graves to you.
No, Mr. Graves was my father.
And he is in one now.
Yes.
I put him there.
You can't prove that. Well, if you're asking for colors in livery, something dark would probably suit our purposes better than bright and ostentatious.
So I just looked up a gang name generator.
Name-wise, I think that'll come when we have more of a crew. First things first, we should probably find arms and armament and supplies. So maybe we should raid. Oh, I'm sure there's someone around here that has a warehouse, a storehouse full of things that surely they don't need.
That's a nice idea.
So hear me out. We find one of those fancy noble houses that has a shitload of guards that live on site or that have nearby. We arrange to get close enough to convince them all to get absolutely shit-faced drunk and then rob them blind.
That works.
What about that Rose guy?
That's exactly who I was thinking of.
Cool, because technically, I don't know, besides maybe that one cook person, no one knew what we were doing. We just ran off because we were freaked out by the the explosions up front.
Probably be a little sus if we showed up again.
Probably.
Not to mention you did a really shitty job working for him last time.
I thought we did fairly well, all
I'm
things considered.
Being a dick.
I mean, I'm just saying, you just stopped showing up. He didn't even give you 2 weeks in.
Oh.
It was also a first day, I think, or second day.
Yeah. You'd have to find new people like, ooh, I could go in undercover for y'all.
Yeah, because you would absolutely fit in the bar.
I thought we were talking about the other Lord Rose place.
What other Lord Rose?
Didn't he have the brother you robbed?
Oh, no, I was talking about fitting in the bar where all of the guards go so that they get shit-faced.
No, the manor, where we robbed the blackmail stuff.
Oh, yeah. so like I'm fine with robbing either of them, truly. I was thinking the manor as well. But my plan is basically we have to find a way to ensure that they all get shit-faced. And do we trust the 12-year-old boy to do that?
Hey, from what I understand, after talking to people for a couple hours, they all decide to drink.
That is valid.
He is very convincing, occasionally.
I absolutely would like a drink right fucking now.
It's working already.
I'm making some toilet wine without the toilet over there.
What?
What the fuck are you making it in?
A pot I found in the sewer.
Then that's
so a chamber pot. That's basically a toilet.
Could have been a vase.
You found it in the sewer. It's a chamber pot now.
Yeah, I just threw some rotting fruit in there to fermentate. Did
you clean it?
The vegetable, the fruit, yeah.
No, the fucking pot.
Yeah. I'm not that stupid.
Are you sure?
Mostly.
Anyway. He's got a point. Talking to this kid for 10 minutes does drive me to drink. Alternatively, we find what bar they go to and bribe the staff there to subtly influence them to get shit-faced.
Be a little more generous with their servings.
Yeah. Hell, maybe we could find somebody that can spike their shit. To actually drug them rather than just get them shit-faced. I mean, by the time they get back to headquarters, they're going to know that something that they've been robbed anyway. So that could go poorly for the people at the bar, so we'd have to pay them very generously to make it worth the risk.
Not if we did our business in the alley next to the bar.
That's true.
Have them get shit-faced and or sedated. We just jump them outside of the establishment.
It's true. And a tussle outside a bar is not outside the realm of possibility. It's not going to draw the guards quite so quickly. I like this plan.
Cool. Go find a bar and rob some people.
Standard operating procedure.
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Could also go to the bank and take out a large loan.
No.
With what collateral?
Didn't hear what you said.
With what collateral?
I have some collateral.
Is it half a chicken?
What? No.
So yes.
There's also the toilet wine.
I got a piece of art we can put up for collateral.
He also pulled it from the sewer.
What kind of art?
It's a painting one of my friends did. He's real famous. He sold one of his paintings so far.
Is it furry art?
No, he's not that rich yet. If he was in that, he'd be making a lot more than just a 50 coin.
He made 50 coin off of it?
Yeah.
Shit.
What's his name?
Oh, my friend's name?
Yes.
Lou.
Lou. Just Lou.
Lou.
Just
L-O-O.
Get out, Kevin.
Is that the last name? Is that a first name? Is that nickname?
I just call him Lou. I think his name is Alfred.
You call him Toilet?
What? Well, yeah.
Incredible.
I mean, his name's Alfred, but everyone calls him Lou because that's just the nickname he got. I don't know why. That's just how it's.
Because he's the shit, I guess.
That's how he's introduced to me. I mean, when someone comes up, it's like, hey, there's my friend Lou. You just start calling them that. You don't question where it came from.
Maybe you should.
When their name is Toilet, yes, you do.
It's not Toilet, it's Lou.
I mean, I had a friend named Fish, so
Did
I did.
Did you question it?
No.
All right.
I knew a man that everyone called him Ari, but his name was actually Demetrius. No one knows why.
I feel like I'm getting stupider with every passing moment.
No, the Artie
absolutely
Demetrius is
true.
actually a friend of ours. His name's Demetrius, but everyone started calling him Artie, and no, he never told us why.
I still don't know why.
Magical.
All these
Yeah.
years, I thought it was like a middle name. No, his middle name is something totally different. No one knows where the fuck it came from.
I think his middle name's like Xavier or something like that, or Xavier.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But he's Artie who likes to party. I mean,
Okay, so
I would like to meet this Lou. That's all.
I know where
That's
it
all
is.
right.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, we're leaving. Have fun planning your bank or robbery or whatever.
Takes you down several streets and stuff to near the docks, and you see a guy sitting there doing some paintings of like landscapes and stuff. It's like, hey, Richard.
Forgot that was his nickname.
He's just like, hey, Lou, this is my friend Vask. And we use the term friend loosely, apparently. Though he's the only one that hasn't kicked me in my niños.
I haven't kicked him in his niños. I just kicked his foot off with a stool because he looked stupid.
The guy's just like, want a commission?
Sure.
Ooh. What do you want a commission of? I can just paint you something.
Sunset would be nice.
Okay, I can get that done in like 30 minutes or so. Be about 20 coin.
Okay. Pay up front.
He's like, yes, I get to eat tonight. He just starts painting. It's pretty decent painting. Anything else? Just a sunset?
For now. Very nice. I might commission more stuff later.
Yeah. I also have that erotica stuff if you're interested. I do what I can to make money.
Understandable.
I respect the hustle.
Mhm.
I'm not interested at the moment.
I have men, women, mixed, anything.
Regardless,
Okay.
I'll bring it up to my coworkers.
Ah,
See if maybe they're interested.
Now, just so you know, I have a somewhat photographic memory when it comes to stuff that I paint. So if I see something, I can basically recreate it with my paints. So if you have like something you want me to, paint and I've seen it, like you're like, hey, you want me to paint like, I don't know, the Empress's Palace or whatever. I've seen it from a distance, so I can recreate that without having to stare at it.
Very interesting skill.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think we can definitely do more business later down the line. But for right now, I just wanted to introduce myself and get a commission.
Half an hour later, he finishes that sunset. And it's a very good sunset painting. It's got like all the people within the sunset, like basically what he was staring at when the sun started to set is basically what he recreated.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It might be worth money one day. Just like the cat.
Just paid you. It's worth money now.
It's true.
It's compounding interest, you know. I like it, Picasso. Oh. Oh.
Yes.
Come
Very
back
nice. Very nice to meet you, Lou. Hello, cat.
Meow. Oh, the hello purr.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm leaving now.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Walking away.
Very interesting friend, Dick.
Yeah. Told you he was a good painter.
He's a good painting. I think James and Terra might like his skills.
Mm-hmm. It's very skillful. Like I said, he made 50
Unlike
coin
you.
with the one painting.
Unlike you don't do anything.
Shaming the cat.
Get a job.
Oh, she left.
Go get a job. I'll take the painting back to our hideout and let Terra and James know that he's got a photographic memory.
That honestly is pretty helpful. I don't know how yet, but I feel like it will be.
Yeah, I feel like we can probably use that.
I guess we need to go do some go do some digging and figure out where these dudes drink. Yeah. So do we want to ask about it, or do we just want to like hide and follow them?
Ask about what?
Yeah, ask around town and figure out where Lord Rose's guards drink.
I'm sure we could ask around town if we're subtle about it anyway. It's just what we want is somebody, the guards looking into it later. And then they're like, oh, yeah, there's 3 assholes asking about it 2 days ago.
Well, that's why I was suggesting they just sneaking behind them.
Could have Dick ask around.
It's true.
It's what I do best, get you information so you can make plans for later, so that you actually have the information you need to make the plans for later.
That's valid.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get this cat off my desk?
No, once they're on there, they're there. Though I hear they like to emulate people, so if you have something similar to your desk, next to the desk, cats will often sit on that part.
It's like Vask, we live in a sewer. The cat just lived here first.
Yeah. So if the cat's sitting on your knife, just get another knife to put next to that knife and or sit on that knife.
Just get a second laptop that I've seen them. It's just toy laptops, and cats are just like, this is mine now.
That's good.
All right, so I think the plan is that we're going to go find out where Lord Rose's guards go drinking, pay off the bar staff to get them wasted, jump them in the alley.
Profit.
Does it have to be guards?
Yes? Why?
Well, what are you seeking? Money?
Not just money, we want their weaponry and armor too.
As I say, if you just want money, just rob a richer person, then you'll be able to afford the weapons and weapons and armor. Cut out a step. Be less dangerous. I'm sure James can beat up a rich dandy a lot easier than like 3 or 4 dozen guards.
Probably.
Well, that's the whole thing. The guards will be drunk, so it'll be easier.
We beat up a drunk rich person too.
Yeah. You could also go find one in a high-end bar and use your feminine wilds and, bring him to like an alley or whatever and, mug him. Right, Vask?
I don't got those kind of feminine wilds anymore.
Anymore?
That's a joke.
Prison is so rough.
I'm only 12.
The only thing is that I worry that buying up a bunch of weaponry is gonna set off some alarm bells. Like, people are gonna notice us buying a shitload of weaponry. If we just rob a bunch of drunk people, they don't know whatever happened to them.
Yeah.
I mean,
not necessarily. If we don't go all at the same time, and if we accumulate more people, we could have them. So it's just small batches.
Yeah, and I'm just like a little boy with a silly name, but I also would assume that a bunch of guards getting mugged out of getting drunk and losing their equipment would also draw attention.
Who told you have a silly name?
Those two.
It's true.
That's why I go by my nickname, Richard, since we know each other now. I'm just here for exposition.
Wait a minute. We know Lord Rose's schedule. We know that he leaves his house every day like clockwork at the same time to go visit his sister.
Mm-hmm.
Just rob the shit out of him.
Yep, because he'd only have his weapons and like 2 guards, 3 guards, maybe.
If that. I don't remember whether he took guards with him or not.
We can go ask Tomas or whatever. He was the one that told us.
That's true. He probably is still fucking creeping on that building. We wanted to go talk to him anyway. Let's go talk to Peeping Tomas. Oh boy.
Scene change. Arrive at the building where Tomas sits up. Who goes up to talk? All of you?
Why not? It's funnier that way.
Go up. Just see Tomas in there with spyglass, like.
Hello again.
I was worried
I
that
was gonna sneak up and snatch it.
Too late. Vask has already alerted me to your presence.
Damn it. Why do you walk like a bag of concrete?
Because I'm as heavy as several bags of concrete.
How can I help you all? The other day was pretty eventful, right? My distraction worked pretty well.
Yeah, holy shit. So when we paid for a distraction, I did not expect a wagon full of explosives.
It wasn't my original plan, but it worked.
What the fuck was the original plan?
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of curious.
Like, was the explosives an escalation or a downshift?
Well, my original plan was I'd actually gotten a friend of mine to pay a bunch of street workers, prostitutes, who were going to run naked at the gate and start causing a distraction that way. But he chickened out at the last moment and couldn't get enough girls to do the plan. So instead, I just took a bunch of explosives, put them on a thing, and sent it down.
And you just had explosives, just at hand.
No, don't be silly. My friend has them at hand just in case. I mean, I still owe him a little bit of money, but it's good.
Okay.
He's in mining.
Who's your friend? Okay.
Yeah, he owns a small company that provides gunpowder and stuff for mining. That's why he has explosives.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will remember that.
Yeah. He also occasionally supplies powder and stuff for bullet manufacturing and stuff too. It's a very delicate process because you have to mix it just right and too much pressure, boom, But yeah, should I just borrow some stuff from him in a wagon and send it down since we couldn't get the girls?
Yeah. Nice.
Worked either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it worked pretty great.
Yeah, that's my second plan. Luckily, I didn't have to go to plan C.
What was plan C?
Plan C was
on the gate.
No, plan C, I was going to get a bunch of little kids in the neighborhood that would use a little bit of coin, and I was going to they were going to paint themselves up as weepers and go towards the gate, so they think a weeper plague is going towards them, and start freaking out. And then the kids would be like, ha ha, we're just playing pranks on you.
That sounds incredibly unethical.
That's why it's plan C.
Fair enough.
I feel like it should have been further down the list, but okay.
That was plan C for kill. The children.
Plan C for Children's Crusade.
Plan C for children, yeah.
No.
And unfortunately I couldn't do plan E if I got there, so I'd have to skip to D. E for elephant.
But
I don't have one anymore.
What? You had one?
Anymore?
Technically, I didn't have one, but I did. Me and a friend, there's this guy who was selling elephants, and we went in and bought a share of an elephant, but we never really saw the elephant, so I think we got scammed. But technically, I sort of own one.
What did it look like?
Oh, no, I never saw it. That's why I think it was a scam.
Anyway, the real reason we're here.
I thought it was just to have me ramble on and talk about silly things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll go on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, anyway, so we're here for we actually had like a reason to be here. Lord Rose.
Mm-hmm.
When he leaves on his regular weekly visits to go visit another house in town, does he usually bring guards with him?
Ever since the little incident, yeah, he's been traveling with more guards.
Okay.
Travels with 4, 2 sitting in the front with the guy.
With the driver.
Yeah, whatever they're called. 1 in the carriage with him, and 1 sits at the back with a blunderbuss kind of gun.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So if anyone's approaching, they kind of thing, or stab. Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit more armored. He also is changed up his routine slightly, so he goes on a different day and time because need to break up the routine after an incident.
But still the same, like it stays the same week to week. It's not random.
No, he just changed the time and day.
Okay.
Let's see. He's hired 2 new maids. 1 is very well endowed. That I've been noticing.
Okay.
He did fire a bunch of people. Apparently, they weren't doing their jobs properly. They just didn't show back up to work the next day.
How do you know this? Do you also read lips?
You don't?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, staring at watching people all day, you learn how to do things like that.
Valid.
You read lips, body language. I even make up stories though sometimes, like soap operas with the guards and stuff to entertain myself.
We're just meeting all kinds of talented people today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you never know what people can do until you really ask them. I can also do a backflip with 1 hand.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. I just lean back and just flip with 1 hand out. But I can do it without hands too, but I like doing it with 1 hand. It looks cooler. I learned to do that when someone tried to catch me, and I just had to leap off the roof.
All right, so how many days before Lord Rose goes out again?
5.
5. Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm. 5, and these relatively late in the evening when most people are already home from jobs and stuff. So the streets are a little bit less busy.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, also, not Lord Roses, but down the street over there, there's a husband who's cheating on the wife with the same person she's cheating on him with. Yeah.
I was originally going to say that's not really that much for like a scandal or information, but that actually is quite interesting.
Does the person that they're cheating with know that they're married?
I think so, since they come to the same house. Like one goes to work, like the husband
That's
go to work,
impressive.
and the guy sneaks in, and then later on when she goes out shopping and he's home in the afternoon,
Sure
he
that
sneaks
it's
in.
not just like a kink thing? Well, no, because you can read the lips.
Isn't everything just a kink thing?
I mean, it's
valid.
possible, but body language wise indicates it might not be that. But either way, I just thought it was interesting. I mean, yeah. Oh, and the 2 maids that are roommates, I think there might be a little bit more than roommates.
You don't fucking say.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Yeah. Well, the one started bought some jewelry for the other one.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. So
We're good friends.
I know. I mean, I got just a little suspicion that there might be more, but they could just be really good friends.
It kind of depends on the jewelry, though.
There's a necklace and a ring.
Oh, what kind of ring?
There's a pretty basic one, just like silver with some like gold inlay, I think. I was actually focused more on the rear, but I just see the ring on the hand here. I am a peeper, okay? I focus on certain assets. I think I just killed Vask.
You're right, Reese.
I have a cough, and every time I laugh, it makes me cough again.
I try to be less hilarious, but it's hard.
So naturally funny and charismatic.
I'm only one of those. Natural. Yeah. So, any other information you want, my friends? Because we're friends now, right?
I suppose so.
Yeah, sure.
Ah, nice.
For
Oh, that's nice.
payroll.
You guys get paid to be friends?
One hell of a scout.
Your name's Scout?
No.
I think she's saying we could pay you to be on our our payroll.
Like, yeah, take a weekly thing of either 20 coin or the equivalent in booze and food.
I don't know how that compares, but that feels exceedingly cheap.
It is. I'm a very cheap date. I mean, I just
At least he's honest.
I sit up here and watch some people go home, eat food out of a can.
Go home, eat a TV dinner, watch Jeopardy.
Repeat.
Most people, when they find out what I do for a living, feel that's the word I'm going for. They don't like to be too close with me. Once that they want to feel me with shame.
I can't imagine why anybody would want to do that.
I mean, I'm hurting nobody.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Other than maybe the laundry person who does my laundry afterwards, but other than that, I'm fine.
Oh God. Okay. You're paying for your own laundry.
Okay. But yeah, I'll keep an eye out on things.
I'm fine at 20 coin a week.
Pay extra, I can see about my network and help you out.
What's your network?
Oh, it's Peepers International. The PIs.
Pull that out of your ass, Kevin.
I heard Peepers, and then I heard the A, and I was thinking Peepers Inc., and they could just be pink. Peepers and PI was worked though. I like that.
Was it Peepers Incorporated?
Peepers
International.
Yes. So, yeah, it's a few of us. We share techniques and prime spots and other information. Give me 1 second. One of my favorites is going to be changing soon.
Oh God.
What? She only comes and changes like certain times a day. I gotta watch it. You don't want to miss your favorite program, do you?
Oh man, it's a rerun.
She's wearing the cow print.
What?
Cow print.
Okay.
James is scoot over. Let me see.
After a few minutes, like, oh, show's done.
Oh my god.
Why did
Okay,
we
so we
stand
got-
here and watch him watch that?
I don't fucking know.
Now you're learning why I do what I do.
We have 5 days before Lord Rose leaves his abode again.
Mhm.
Any plans? Anything else we want to do some research on?
Probably want to scope out the actual neighborhood.
That's smart.
Because if it's supposed to be, we're gonna try and jump them later at night when there's not as many people on the road.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to find some place to hide because we can't slip into a crowd.
Exactly.
We'll see if I can get Tomas to like describe the route that they take.
Well, I don't know the entire route just because it's outside of my view,
Well,
but
at least part of it.
so he goes down, and he just describes a route to you that he goes along. So yeah, so it's a pretty decent route overall, very relatively safe. There are some business along the route and stuff that you could, maybe hide or whatever. I do know someone who can, if you don't have a grappling hook or ladder, who sells those. But if you have them, you're
I
fine.
have grappling hook.
I'm surprised James doesn't.
What?
I don't know. He's like a fucking monkey. He can just get on the roof like that. It's ridiculous.
Ooh, that's some skill there. Just like that.
Just like that.
So pissed.
What's this? Oh. Pokemon Go. But yeah, hey, good luck. So I described the path. It's like you can walk along it. I do know that I do have a not quite contact, but I do know someone who works along that path.
Oh.
Yeah, they operate out of a small shop along the path, so he might know a little bit more further down. I can get you his address.
Yeah.
All right. He gives you address. It's like he runs a very unusual store, so could be easy to find.
Is that a sex shop?
What? Oh God, no! What kind of pervert do you think I am? What? You think just because have one kink that I share all kinks?
At least more than one. Multiple, I would assume. Anyway, what is the shop?
Puppets.
Okay.
He makes marionettes.
I hate it. Okay. All right. You said that you know somebody that can get us grapple hooks. Is it going to be cheaper than normal or the same price?
Don't know. I've never had to buy one. I use ladders, entrances, and I climb. I don't use ones. I use crampons and pythons if I needed, really climb hard. Crampons are those things you put on your feet that are
I
spiky.
know what fucking crampons are.
Just want to make sure.
I didn't know, so thank you.
You're welcome. Yes.
I did because 3.5 D&D.
I knew from 2E. Thank you. Strange things. It's
I
also why I
know.
know what a furrier is. Or
I
farrier.
know it because Kevin told me.
Yeah.
This cat is going nuts down here.
Rena, stop going nuts.
Can't help it. You fucking gave us a marionette shop to go talk to. What the fuck else am I supposed to do other than lose my goddamn mind?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You should
I
still
guess
be
let's
open.
Go walk the street and maybe go talk to a what do you call a guy who makes marionettes?
Puppeter?
least a
Marionette.
puppeteer at the very least.
Mhm.
Could also just be a carpenter. If that's made out of wood, that is.
Mhm.
I guess. So we walk that way. We leave Thomas.
Say good luck with your quest.
Good luck with
What
your
is quest
peeping.
to see titties.
Oh, it's good. Yeah.
Anyway.
The real quest right there.
The one we're all on. A truly noble and honorable quest. Onward. We're moving on, Kevin.
And moving on.
Yeah, so heading down the street, there are a bunch of businesses and everything. Are there any like shady alleyways that we see that we could easily
do
duck
a
in?
oh, what kind of roll? Is a study. Yeah, do a study.
I will do study and we'll do quietly because I'm trying not to make it seem obvious like I'm scoping these places out. One success.
Run success. Oh, sorry, my just so you look around. You do notice one alley that you pretty sure at certain times in the evening, the way it's set up will probably be a lot shadier and darker than the rest.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. So it looks like it might be a decent place to set up a ambush potentially.
I wonder what that carriage looks like if it might be smart to try and get to it from like the roof. All right. Do we want to go talk to the marionette maker?
Guess so.
Might as well.
All right.
Worst comes to worst, maybe we can ask them for assistance if we have to run away. They got strings and whatnot. Just make a tripping hazard.
Oh God. Can you imagine like a booby-trapped Home Alone marionette shop? That is nightmare fuel to the extreme.
Get the broken Ebenezer Scrooge marionette from
Oh God.
Polar Express.
Ugh.
So you go and you see the shop. It's got a window in it where you see like marionettes hanging, the doors unlocked. There's a sign that says, "Open, come in for a jolly good time."
I guess we go in.
So you go in, see a person sitting there, had a workbench, just making things. It's like, oh, hello. If you come to buy some puppets. One puppet? Anything particular you're looking for? I have them made of wood and some cloth ones. I have ones with strings, ones you put your hands up the woo-woo, and some with the sticks.
What would what would you recommend for a how old is Dick? Like 12,
Yeah.
12-year-old boy?
I'll tell you, boy, has he got good hand-eye coordination?
No.
Maybe.
Well, I recommend this one over here. It is a nice little frog. You put your hand up to control the mouth, and there's a little rod to control the one hand.
Perfect.
That is 35 coin.
God
Ooh.
damn.
They're it's
No, I
on
mean, they're
sale.
handmade.
Yes, they're all handmade. We don't have mass manufacturing.
Sure.
Yes. Would you like it if you? I can wrap it, put it in a box, or you could take as is.
In a box, please.
Yeah.
That would be a surprise.
Would you like it wrapped?
Nah,
Okay.
just a box.
Put it in a box, hand it to you.
35.
Thank you.
So, question for you.
Yes.
Do you see a Lord Rose come by here kind
Lord
of often?
Rose. He's yes. I do know of a Lord Rose who comes by often. He has stopped by my shop twice, which was very nice. Bought a couple puppets for a nephew of some sort, I believe. It was nice. But yeah, I see him go down a lot. Very yeah, boring himself. I mean, that's when I'm not super busy manufacturing puppets and selling them.
Right.
Why do you ask?
Terra.
We just heard some rumors about him. We're kind of curious. Apparently, there was some commotion.
Pulls up a chair. What kind of rumors?
There was some commotion at his estate recently. Something about an exploding wagon,
Oh my.
right? And I was so curious. We happen to be in the area. I heard that he sort of frequents this area. I think he might have like someone he visits for business or something or whatever along this way.
There's several people he visits.
Oh, really?
Yes. He's got a couple associates and family along the way,
Oh.
including a nephew. At least a couple years ago. The nephew's probably old and moved out or something by now. You look like you want a puppet yourself.
Sure.
I gotta. For 40 coin, I have a very fancy one for you.
What does the fancy puppet look like, Kevin?
But it's a marionette gesture. It has multiple movements. So you can move the arms, the legs, and you can even move the head with this little boop boop. And the head just kind of moves over. It's like, I think you'll like it. You look like someone who likes the gesture kind of puppets.
Why do I feel like this is Kevin punking me?
What do you say? Or do you want something a little bit more cutesy? I do have here. They're not as popular as they were decades ago when I was still an apprentice taking over, but I have here. He reaches down, pulls out one that's on, one of the hand ones. It's a rat. It's like, hello, I am Michael.
Oh my God. Okay, the creepy gesture it is.
Nobody likes you. Ever since the plague.
What was the other one? My internet froze for a second.
It's a rat puppet.
I gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Like, Mr. Rodent, nobody likes you.
Got it.
Yeah, and Terra will just like try and get him to gossip as much as this guy is willing to about Lord Rose.
Like I say, he doesn't come down. I do know he visits some family. He had a nephew down the street in one of the fancier houses. He has been known to occasionally, at least once a month, visit a bistro restaurant on the corner over there. It's a very fancy, like, it's one of those ones that start at like 80 coin a meal. I've only gone there once. I had a coupon.
Any good?
Delicious. Some of the best food I've ever had. The owner paid me to do a puppet show and gave me a coupon for a discount. Your friend over here, this your name, gentleman, who has been silent up to this point?
James.
Looks like you also would enjoy puppets.
No,
How would you
not
like a
particularly.
puppet of a gun?
I'm just imagining just a little teeny tiny puppet with a full-size goddamn revolver.
Actually, have you guys seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
The scene where Bob Hoskins is washing dishes or his laundry, and the weasels come up and point guns like at him. They actually use like marionettes, a gun on those lines, and then they just animate the weasel holding it. So yeah, I mean, real gun on strings and the marionette stick, so they could.
Amazing.
Pulls out one that looks like a musket with two little eyes. He's like, I'm Peter the Pistol.
I'm okay, thank you.
Bang, bang. No, okay. You change your mind.
I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah. But yeah, if you are interested in any more puppets or anything, that's good. I'm trying to think anything else more I know about Lord Rose. Other than, like I said, he visits a couple of people. Oh, there is the lady he used to visit regularly.
Oh.
Yeah, she's come here once or twice for things. She used to gossip a lot.
Oh, really?
He stopped visiting her like a year or two ago when she got older. Apparently, once the nips hit the belly button, he was done.
Stopped visiting her about a year ago, you said?
Yeah, about. She was upset. She came in here. I was like, you want to buy a puppet? And she's like, no, I need someone to cry to. And I'm like, I have no other customers right now, so sure, what the hell, 20 going. I'm not going to listen to someone just cry for like an hour without getting something back in return. I'm sorry, I'm a nice fella and everything, but
Understandable.
Yeah.
Gotta pay the bills somehow.
I got a cursed doll in the back if you want.
First of what?
Apparently, it says it's cursed by the outsider, and whoever possesses it will become rich beyond belief. But it hasn't worked so far, so I think it's a lie.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah. Anyway. He just looks at James like, come on, buy something. Buy something.
No.
Buy something.
Like, outsider artifacts. It's a marionette. No, thank you. Not happening.
It's like, dang, my selling skills are bad. But yeah. But that's about it. Oh, I also sell replacement parts for things. So if you need a new stick for the puppet or strings or anything like that, I sell them really good. I sell felt and wood and stuff, and I do custom orders too.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm. But here's the address of the lady we're talking about and the nephew if you want them. They seem very curious. Yeah. And here's my business card.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I guess let's get out of here before we get bullied into buying more puppets.
No, you don't have to leave yet. I can show you some more puppets.
That is, as soon as the door closes, that is the weirdest bribe I have ever paid. Looking at this weird marionette.
It just looks like he's looking back at you with those dead eyes.
Oh god, let's turn the head away.
Slowly spins back around to you.
Oh, that's worse. That's shoving a bag. Why did you buy one of these godforsaken things for the kid? I don't know. Yours isn't. That one's not that creepy.
I mean,
All right, so we have a plan. We know that there's an alley not too far from here that is a good hiding place. I could go buy some climbing equipment so that we can be on the roof when they arrive, so we have a better vantage point to take out the guards before the carriage really stops.
Good idea.
All right. I'm going to go see about buying some climbing equipment, Kevin. I read there is a climbing kit.
Is there?
There is.
How much is this one? Because I think I've been underselling lots of things in this game.
Maybe. It's 50 coin.
Okay,
But
so
it
that's-
is more than just a grapple hook.
Hmm.
It is 1 or 2 coils of rope, grappling hooks, chalk dust. Better climbing gear may add a harness and pitons and a small mallet. We're going to go with the 50 coin one, though, because I just spent 40 fucking coin on a marionette.
It's a good one.
I mean, the information was better, but... Can I attempt like a talk roll to try and get some haggling going, maybe?
Oh,
Get a discount?
Yeah. Sure. Let's see what kind of discount you get rolled.
Should we do this carefully? Because I don't want it to backfire and end up costing me more than 50 coin.
Okay. 51. I'm just guessing your roll already.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. I got 1 success.
All right. So goes down 45.
Okay. We have climbing gear.
All right. Meanwhile, James just popped. Yep. Ain't that right?
So pissed about it, and I still don't know.
Whee!
All right. I have spent a lot of money today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta spend money to make money.
I mean, that is technically the plan. Spend money to steal money.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any other avenues of people that we could talk to about building the gang in the days while we're waiting for Lord Rose to show up?
You could talk to some of your other gang people that you've known, like Honest Frank, maybe. Or talk around town.
Might be wise to talk to Honest Frank. I was kind of hesitant because, like, I don't want to be seen stepping on his toes, but if we hide it from him, that might seem worse.
Honesty is the best policy.
Frank believes so.
Sometimes.
It's literally in his name.
Mhm.
All right, I guess maybe the next day we'll go talk to Honest Frank.
You go there, go to his tailor shop. He's sitting there, not much else going on. No tailors this time. It's just like, oh, my 3 favorite people. You come for another job?
Frank!
Maybe.
In a manner of speaking.
And what manner is that?
Well, we find ourselves wanting to maybe branch out.
Drugs, prostitution, sticking someone up.
Well, that last
Trafficking.
one. Funny you say that. But no, we were thinking more along the lines of maybe getting into a similar line of business as yourself. Of
Tailors. You want to be a tailor? Seamstress?
not quite the back end of things. Of building a retinue of goons that can help us do the dirty work.
Oh, you want to set your own gang, your own mafia, your mob, your crew.
That is the plan. Obviously, well distance away from your
Oh yeah,
turf.
you know my area, and you know the area I've been creeping into. Just avoid those areas, and you know we can work things out amicably.
His turf, right, Kevin?
What?
It is far away from his turf, right?
At the moment, a couple blocks away. So yeah,
Okay.
as long as you don't there, you also know what kind of stuff I normally work with, so don't step on my toes. I won't have to destroy you.
We would appreciate that. I would very much not like to be destroyed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, what can old honest Frankie do for you? You've been good. You've done your stuff, so you know. Anything to do, you know, nice, gentlemanly. Because it's nice to have other gangs that are allied and same page as yours, you know.
What is this gentleman that we run afoul of? That
Lord
we
Rose?
could use some more information on. No, we know
Different
Lord
Lord.
Rose.
Hmm.
In fact, he doesn't actually know much about us. We
Good.
kind of got out of there scot-free. No, a gentleman by the name of Lord Chrom.
Ah, yes.
We don't know a lot about him. I know that he at least has had messengers or people in the city recently. But we're not even sure if he himself is in the city right now or not.
I don't know much about his current things. I do know some of the stuff in the past with some dealings on the side with people. The Lord, he went through the military academy here, commanded a couple ships during one of the uprisings. I can't remember the name of the country off the top of my head. Phil things, very ruthless. I did hear that when somebody tried to break into his place one time, he captured them and then slowly flayed their skin personally. Yeah, he's not someone that most people mess with. He always travels around heavily guarded and stuff because he's always afraid someone's trying to assassinate him.
Gee, I wonder why.
Can't imagine why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's also barely got away with the whole, coup a couple years ago. Yeah, he was like stayed clean enough, but everyone knew that he was going to basically take whatever side got him the best benefits. Yeah. Feigns loyalty when he needs to, double crosses people when he can.
No kidding.
Mm.
And he's got a relatively fortified little nice manor house out in the country. Pretty tough. Yeah. He's also a big man, lots of muscle.
Yeah.
Said he could crack a coconut with 2 fingers.
He said that, or it said about him?
Said about them. I haven't seen it, but someone said he did that before. Two
What's
fingers.
a coconut?
Yeah, it's a really hard nut to crack.
I don't know what I was expecting.
But yeah, that's all I know about him.
I mean, yeah, no, that's actually quite a bit. It's more than we knew before.
Also, probably about 10% of the people in the big old prison here is Cold Ridge Prison. Probably he sent there or had sent there.
Really?
Yeah, he's very quick on sending people to prison who he doesn't want to deal with or wants to deal with in a different way.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You don't say.
I do say.
He did say.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then there was the incident about 8 years ago where a group of people wanted to assassinate him and try to set up an assassination plot. And, well, not sure what went wrong, but all I know is, from what I understand, some of their heads are still adorning his garden.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. It's a bit dangerous.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently he's got levels. If you directly attack or try to hurt or harm him, it's like that merciless, just painful death. But if you just irritate him or do something he doesn't like, that's normally the ones he sends to prison.
Good to know. Good to know.
Apparently, he also is a pretty a weird thing I heard. He is a fan of board games.
What kind?
Okay.
Strategic ones, like the games with the miniatures and the chess and stuff like that.
Like Go.
Maybe I don't know what that is, so maybe. Yeah. Like Battle Swords, I think is the name of the game or something like that.
Got it.
I was like this. I wish I could see Alt's face to see how like his expression
How
too when I
fucking
say it.
done with you he is.
I'm sitting in the dark, so it would be a great picture.
We're all in the dark. But yeah, so that's about what I know. But you want to start a little gang and stuff. Tell you what. I know it's tough, especially when you don't know what you're doing at first. Oh, hey Terry. So
Definitely know what we're doing.
So I can give you a little up. What area are you or guys starting in? Here's a little map.
I'll show him. I think we're down by the docks.
I know a person who they've let me know that they were thinking about joining a gang that's smaller, not as established as mine, so they have a better chance of moving up in the gang, so to speak. Because when you got a large group like mine, it's hard to kind of move through the ranks, so to speak, because it's just how large organizations is. But I know a person who was thinking I can have him meet up with you when he's free.
Sure.
See if he's good, because he's got a certain skill set that I don't know if you need or not, but
Like what?
he's really good at what's the word I'm looking for? The sleight of hand kind of stuff, like bump into you, steal your shit, walk away. Pickpockets, petty thievery. Pretty good.
Nice.
Honestly, you would never really move up my organization. I need somebody with a lot more higher end skills, so to speak. But he's pretty good at filching things. Don't know if that's what you're looking for, but hey, it's someone.
Yeah, it could be useful.
His name is Carol.
Okay.
He wants a nickname too. He's trying to devise one, but it's like, call me Fingers or Filchy or something. It's like, yeah,
Absolutely not.
it's been done. Too many people. You need to get something. Then you don't make your own nicknames. Nicknames come to you. It always seems ostentatious when someone's like, call me Maverick or Wow Goose or something. People give you a nickname. Yeah, I didn't call myself Honest Frank. Everyone just started calling me Honest Frank. Honestly.
Frankly.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I can send that guy, and that's the information I got. Do you want need some tailoring done?
I think we're good.
All right.
Thank you, though. This was super helpful.
Got a name yet for your game?
Still working on it.
That's a tough one, because the name can make or break your group.
That can.
Yeah.
I once knew a gang that ran by the name of the Rooks.
Could they only go diagonally?
Pretty much.
Anyway.
It's a chess joke, I know.
In other news, earlier tonight I looked up a generator for gang names, and the first option is the Grizzly Chainsaw Company.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We gotta name our gang like Nevermore or something, right?
Yeah.
The Outsiders, NWO for life. Oh.
No.
No. No, I can't. Not again.
Not again.
Can't we at least be the Wolf Pack? At least they had black and red.
Yeah.
Let's think about it.
The Dirty Toes.
Nah, absolutely not.
Oh.
No. Get out.
The Gaps.
The Gaps.
What?
Different gaps or whatever. Like you got Dick, who's like Baby Gap, and then
Oh.
What the fuck are we then?
didn't think that far through the joke.
Wake up.
Is this like the Spice Girls? Vask is Scary Gap?
No, you got Stabby Gap.
Oh, no,
you got
he's
Shooty
Sporty
Gap. Lady Gap.
James is Scary Gap.
This is true.
Anyway, I think we can like slow down and stop there while you wait for the friendly filching person to show up, as well as plan for the next step. And we're actually starting to move along. Yeah. So thank you all for joining us. Next time, more of this. Hopefully, you all at least somewhat entertained. I know this one's a little bit of a departure from the other games that are being posted on our channel. You got Baltimore by Night, which is a bit more structure and thing, and you got this one, which is more casual, relaxed, and
a lot more prepisodes.
Yeah. And that's because, when we were filming this, we're all like after work and just relaxing.
Yeah.
So, but I hope you find the jokes at least cringy enough that you enjoy them.
I know I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so be on the lookout for more stuff on our Chrom Chimera channel. Obviously the Monday this is not airing will be Baltimore by Night. Check that out. It's really good. A lot stronger narrative structure than this one. We're also going to soon be having a Power Rangers game and Image the Ascension on here. Not quite sure what days those are going to be airing as of this video, but they will be airing fortnightly themselves. So check out that. Does anyone have any plugs of any kind?
Not really.
Nope.
All right. So that's it. Just like I say, continue checking out our stuff. There's all kinds of different things on the channel. Find stuff you enjoy and keep watching it. And until then, it's been a dishonor. That's just. I gotta really look back.
Bunches of fun and nevermore.